Good evening all, I am Austino and I am here to speak about unemployment. Well, it was one of the key promises of BJP for the 2014 elections. So, according to the economic survey of 2015 to 16, the rate of unemployment has increased from 3.8% to 5%. Additionally, in 2015, only 1.35 lakh jobs were added in the 8 labor-intensive sectors compared to 9.3 lakh jobs that were added in 2011 to 12. From July 2014 to December 2016, in the 8 major sectors, which include manufacturing, trade, construction, education, health, information technology, transport, and accommodation and restaurant, only 6,41,000 jobs were created. In comparison, the same sectors had a total job of 1.28 million from July 2011 to December 2013. Specifically, jobs created by the Prime Minister's Employment Generation Program, which generates employment in rural and urban areas by initiating new micro enterprises and smart projects. The small projects has fallen by 24.4% from 4,30,000 in 2012 to 13 to 3,20,000 in 2015 to 16. According to the economic survey, there is also a shift in the pattern of employment from permanent jobs to casual and contract employment. The temporary nature of work has adversely affected the wages, the employment stability, and the social security of the workers. So now let's look at a few reasons of why there is unemployment in India. The first one is the theoretical education. The chronic unemployment is in some quarters attributed to the system of education prevailing in our country. Our education is too theoretical. It turns too many art graduates into too few engineers. To make up for this deficiency, government has opened several technological institutes in different parts of India. However, this attempt, as good as it is, will not solve the problems of unemployment. Already there are more technically trained men than there is employment for them. Now, the lack of pure employment in industries is another reason. In the industrial segment, there is the same lack of unemployment. There are not many mills and factories, and the number of men employed in them is not large. Even the mills and factories that we have do not work to their maximum capacity, either for lack of requisite machinery or for lack of adequate supply of materials. The next reason is in the rural India, the picture is like agriculture is the principal occupation of the majority of the rural population. However, agriculture keeps the cultivators engaged for a limited part of the year. For many months, every year, the agriculturist remains idle and lives miserably. Now, in the cottage industry, in villages, unemployment is due to because these cottage industries are now winding state. They give whole-time occupation to only a fraction of the people who depend on them. Then there are also factors like excessive burden of population on cultivation, rapidly increasing population, low productivity in the agriculture sector, defective economic planning, and large-scale production and mechanization. Now let's look into the kind of solutions we can do for the employment problem. By increasing the national wealth through industrialization, if there are more industries, there will be more avenues for employment, particularly for men and women with professional and technological training. Already, the River Valley projects and the power plant projects are finding employment for a large number of men. It is only in a rapid industrialization of the country that we have a key to the solution of our economic problem. If more and more industries are established and more commodities are produced, there will be vacancies not merely for technically trained university men but also for laborers, both unskilled and skilled. If we have more wealth, we should be able to pay our doctors better. We should be requiring more banks, more schools, colleges, and more universities. Thus, rapid industrialization alone opens up new avenues and for the educated people for the urban areas as also for mill and factory hands. If the employment of the rural project is the people is to be tackled, emphasis should be laid out on the revival of cottage industries. This will give part-time occupation to agriculturists and relieve the poor people who depend on these small decaying industries such as weaving, making carpets and mats or utensils of ball metal. Then next comes the establishment of vocational and technical training institutes, and manual labor should be made compulsory for big factories which should be attached to these colleges. More stress should be given to the practical side in these colleges. There could be also increased investment in the heavy industries because they will help in increasing by providing more employment with more production. Then we can also revive the cottage and small scale industries. They should be developed and subsidies and other kind of incentives should be given to the private sector. Modernization and mechanization of the agriculture should also be done and wastelands should be utilized. Rural work programs should be increased and means of transport and communication should be more developed. Government should take initiatives to encourage self-employment and young entrepreneurs should be assisted with hassle-free loans. And government should try to give some relief to the unemployed people, especially the ex-servicemen, etc., by opening employment exchanges which are missionary for finding suitable employment for young men and women. Some universities too have employment boards to help their graduates to secure employment. Nevertheless, there is no complete remedy. They may have found employment for some meritorious people, but so, coming to the conclusion, one of the most disturbing problems in India has been the mounting rate of unemployment both in the rural and urban sectors. And in case of the rural sectors, there has been unemployment and underemployment. In urban sector, there has been both educated and industrial unemployment. Unless unemployment problem is solved, the future of India cannot be bright, and there will be no peace and prosperity in the country if jobless people do not make a proper channel. More attention should be given, otherwise, the problem can make jobless youths go to wrong direction. So that's it. Thank you.